Greetings, YouTube. The doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons & Dragons. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. All right, it's time for another installment of the Doctor Spell Prognosis. And today we are talking about the second level spell, Dust Devil. I actually like this spell a lot, but I'm giving it a B, and I'm giving it a B for one specific reason. We'll get to that in the spell. So it is a second level spell that is usable by druids, sorcerers, and wizards. So quite a few different classes. This is a pretty good one for druids to use. It takes one action. It has a range of 60 feet, really good range. It affects a 5-foot cube. It has verbal, somatic, and material, which is just a pinch of dust. Lasts for a minute. It is concentration, so you have to pay attention to that. It's a strength saving throw. So that's one of the reasons why I'm giving it a B. Because it is a strength saving throw, and that's not always the best. That's probably the worst one. Most monster creatures have pretty high strength, so they're gonna pass this save. So you choose an unoccupied 5-foot cube of air that you see within range, and then you cause a Dust Devil to appear. Any creature that ends its turn. So that's the other reason why I'm giving this a B, because its effects don't happen unless they end their turn within 5 feet of the Dust Devil. So it's everything adjacent to the Dust Devil. If they end their turn, they have to make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 1d8 bludgeoning damage and is pushed 10 feet away. So if they fail it, the pushing is great. It's not the damage. The damage is not great, but the pushing is awesome. So anything that does a push or a pull, especially a push. Because you can kind of determine in which kind of the general direction it goes in. So I think that's great because that causes other problems, especially if there's terrain hazards that you can push things into. Placing this spell in a strategic point is very important. And that's the purpose of the spell, is you want to punish a creature for ending its turn in a specific place, and you want to force it to move. And this is a good spell to do that. Also, placing it in an area where if you were to push something and you were to push it into a pit or off a cliff or something, that's also a reason to get something to move. On a successful save, the creature takes half damage and isn't pushed. So as a bonus action, you can move this up to 30 feet in any direction. If you move it over sand, dust, loose dirt, or small gravel, it sucks it up, and it forms a 10-foot radius cloud of debris around itself. So that is 10 feet around the cube, which is pretty. That's a pretty big area. That lasts until the start of your next turn. The cloud heavily obscures the area, so you can pick stuff up, move it next to creatures, and then heavily obscure it, which means they're blinded. They are blinded, so they're not targeting anything at that point, or you're giving them disadvantage. So that's another tactical advantage that this spell has, that is independent of them ending their turn next to something. But they could end, they're going to move out of it. So there's a lot of nasty things that can happen with this spell. It's just I don't like the strength saving throw, and I don't like the ending your turn. You can also upcast this spell for it to do another D8 damage above second level. It's not great damage. The damage of this spell is not the thing. The thing to highlight for this spell is the push, is the ability or the influence to try and move a creature from its space so it doesn't end its turn adjacent to this, and then picking up debris so that you can blind a creature. That's a really, really good use of this spell. All right, that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch